Hey everybody, welcome back. Same place as you've seen the last couple videos, or the last video and the next one you're going to watch, depending on what sequence you watch my videos. I'm recording 3 in a row just because I have the time. But anyway, I know for sure I'm going to be putting this up on Wednesday because I'm going to show you what I have been working on. And if you want to watch other Whip Wednesdays or what you're working on Wednesdays, I know there are a few other yarn creators that do put those out. The one that sticks out in my mind is, because it's the one that I watch every week, is Ella from No Catchy Name. She puts one out about every week. So anyway, let's get started. I have 2 projects with me that I am currently in the process of working on. This first one is real simple, so I'll show it first. I am using, I guess you'd call this salmon. I don't know, it's kind of a dull pink color. And this blue, I think this is like dusty blue or country blue, I don't know. Neither one of these have labels except a partial plastic bag. But I put these 2 together, and I've been wanting to work on some different stitches for a double-ended Tunisian hook. Let me see if I've got a picture here so I can tell you exactly. I do not. Anyway, I am using this one, and I do not know what size it is. It is actually quite long. I'm going to say probably about 14 inches. It's longer than 12. That could be about 12. 13 or 14 inches. It's a little crooked, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to guess that it is like either an I or a J. It might be an H, but I'm not sure. I would have to go get my husband's calipers and measure it out and translate, you know, inches to millimeters to find out exactly what size this is. But the other one that I have is much larger, so I'm going to guesstimate it's like a J or a K. So this is probably either an H or an I. I grabbed this one because it was the smaller one of the 2 that I have. And let me go check real quick because the information is on my tablet, which is where you guys are right now. Well, that's where I'm at coming to you from. So let me go check real quick and I'll be right back so I can give you the correct information on the stitch. Okay, it wasn't exactly where I thought it was. But anyway, it is stitch number 8, because in the books they don't have names for them except like simple Tunisian, the Tunisian knit stitch and the Tunisian purl stitch. The rest of them usually just have numbers. So this is stitch combination number 8. And it is from a book called 101 Double-Ended Tunisian Stitches or something like that. I found a copy of it that you can browse for free on Issue. It's ISSUE. I think they have a web page, and I know they have an app because that's where I found it. That's where I found it at, was on the app. But it requires 2 different colors of yarn. I mean, you don't have to, but that's what makes it look cool. And once again, this is my own pattern. I am not following anything specific. I am trying out a new stitch that I have not done before. I have done double-ended stitches where you go one way and then you take your return and you go this way and you go back and then you take your return, and it puts one color on one side and the other color on the other side, which sometimes can give you really cool results. Unlike when you do a hat and you're going in the same direction with both of your colors, this one you're going one way and then the other way. So they're crisscrossing each other, I guess. But like I said, I got these 2 colors. I got a pink and a blue. And this is what it looks like. There's the pink side. And it looks kind of like a single crochet there. And if you notice on the pink side, you can see the blue peeking through. Same way with the blue. And I know there's a knot there, but I can't help that. That was in the yarn. But the blue, you've got the same stitch on the outside, but you can see the pink peeking through on the inside, which I thought this looked like ribbing. So what I'm doing, this is a stocking hat. It will be a reversible stocking hat. And I'm just going to make, I know I don't like flat hats, but I'm going to make a long panel that will fit around my head. And then I'm going to crochet it closed and close the top of it. So that's what I'm doing. I think I'm almost positive that I chained 40, I don't want to count my stitches right now, but I'm pretty sure I chained 40, and it's 40 stitches wide, which gives me, I think, about 10 inches, which should allow for plenty of room for sewing and closing up the top. So I'm kind of excited about this. It is a little bit tedious. It's kind of like the full stitch, the Tunisian full stitch, which we've done some tutorials for that in the past, but it's a little bit different. So maybe when I figure that out, I will, or maybe when I get this done, I will post a video showing how to do this stitch and give you basic instructions on how I made the hat. We'll see what happens. But that's one thing that I've been working on. And like I said, I will try to put a link to the web page. I think they have a webpage, issue.com. I'll put, if I can find it, I will put a link down in the description box below. There's all kinds of books and magazines. A lot of them you can read for free, but some of them you can get a page or two, but they want you to purchase it. So there's that project that I've been working on. The other project that I've been working on, since it's been so cold here lately, I grabbed this bag, which this is not a project, well, kind of a project, but this is not a project bag. This is a bag that, for the most part, which this project right here is that's going to be frogged is one that I actually started myself. Don't have the yarn to finish it. And I've already taken several things of yarn out of here. But I'm going to change the camera angle and show you what, exactly what I'm dealing with in here. But this is just a bag of miscellaneous abandoned projects, which obviously I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to recycle as much of the yarn from them as I can. But these were in bags of yarn that I have received from, people giving them to me and stuff. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what's in the bag. So this is what you're looking at. There's, quite a few different kinds of projects in here. A lot of them actually are using 2 different strands of yarn. This looks like somebody was making slippers and some stuff in here. This is one that I did, but it's not quite right. But anyway, I figure there's no point in throwing this away. I might as well recycle it and use it for something else. It's a pretty color combination there. So that's the bag that I grabbed, and I probably won't get it all undone now. Actually, I think I might have enough, but I'll probably just take it and throw it back up on the shelf and go back through it. Better put that back in there. Go back through it when I need some more random yarn. Speaking of random yarn, this is old yarn. Very old yarn, I guess. I don't know. Is this for washing? Where's this from? I don't know, but I was using that for a project, but I don't have enough of all the yarn to finish the project, so I just abandoned it and stuck it in there. But there's enough yarn there I could do something cool with it. But what I've been working on is this. This is my Scrap Granny blanket that I'm working on. Uh-oh, I dropped some yarn. It ran away. I don't know where it ran away to, but I'm going to change the camera angle around again. And I'll just show you some of these balls. What I've done is just unraveled a bunch of stuff. That bothers me that yarn ran away. I'll be right back. I found it. It's pretty yarn too. But anyway, I had a few balls in here already, and at this point where that blanket is, and I'll show you, I'll hold it up here in a minute when I get done showing you these. It's getting pretty good size, but I was getting to the point where I wasn't having enough scrap balls of yarn. That's why I got that bag out. But and some of these are not the color that they appear on the outside. Some of them I have just, started winding and added to it and continued winding. But this is one that was in there, just red and white stripes. I've got solid red, got a little bit of pink, got a little bit of mauve, See, this one here's got multiple colors. You can see a purple peeking through. So this one probably has multiple colors in it. And then there's a blue. And I've got a couple of these peach colors. That's really a peach, I promise. There we go. And here's a, I think this is frosty green or something. I've got a different shade of blue and a dark purple. I think that dark purple might have other stuff in it. I got a different shade of purple and a maroon color. I've got two of these. I've got a bigger peach. I think this might all be the same color. This one I know has two different colors in it. This outside one was definitely some that was, somebody started a corner to corner Afghan with this yarn. I think it might, I don't know what it is. It's super soft. It makes me wonder if it might be I Love This Yarn, but I don't know for sure. And the way the coloring is on it, I don't know what it is. It's really pretty. But this is a multi-color ball. I do remember that. And then I've got this one right here. And the one that ran away is a speckled green. So I've got several bigger balls here that I can use. I think I'm getting pretty close to where I want it lengthwise and everything. So let me back this up a little bit. Whoa! How about you guys stay here? Whew. Don't do that to me. How about I don't back that up? Sitting on a picnic basket. It's upside down because the handle is between the table and a chair. So let me back up and show you my blanket so far. And this is one of my first quarter projects that I would like to finish before it gets too hot. And I figured now would be an excellent time to work on it. But now that we're starting to warm back up, and I'm working on it. But anyway, I'm using a size K crochet hook on this. This is the current yarn. This is that frosty green or whatever it's called. I know it's a red heart color. And right here, where it changes from gray to that green, is where I tied on and started. And the last place you seen it was right here when it went from brown to blue. So hopefully I don't drop this. Here is my blanket so far. I say right there, right here is where I started since it got cold. So I'm getting there. I've still got a ways to go. And if I don't have enough yarn in my bag with what I have recycled, then I guess I'll have to recycle some more. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. Check out, I know, like I said, I know Ella does What You're Working On Wednesday, and there are other channels that do Whip Wednesdays and stuff like that. Go check those out and see what they're working on. Let me know down in the comments what you're working on, and I will see you guys in my next video.